matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Oh, he's going to take a chance. They drag him down at the 22. He gets... Turn out of the end zone and came up a little short. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. Grabbed in the middle, it's Conley. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Powers through the defender. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets
for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
This offense set up with a second and short. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Conley. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Quick strike complete. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. To the air, it's Fafita. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. After the missed connection, it's second down. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the run. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. He's right on target. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Touchdown, Arizona! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple of throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run it out of the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Sanders. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed. And he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a 1st down. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Finally pulled.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's set this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is...
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage.
He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Arizona runs out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going to try to get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Buffaloes want to move quickly. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Field goal is good. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo!
And he's got that by-you speed. Like, I run by you. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
And it works out perfectly. The reason they called that 2-point conversion was to get to within 3. This is a game going down to the wire, but you'll love the gutsy call by the offense there.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Looking to throw on second down. Makes the grab. It's Patterson. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Makes the grab. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
Ready.
He's looking to throw. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in back.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to run for it. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Here's the handoff. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on third. Going for the big play. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Patterson. And it's a first down, they'll mark it at the 44. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
On the ground, it's Conley. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
To the ground with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out quickly.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
Trying to find his man on first down. That's caught. It's Horn. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're trying to get to it. Pocket starts to collapse. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll pull it down and run. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He wants it all. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down.
It's not over yet. There's still a little bit of time on the clock. Obviously, that score gives you a chance, but man, oh man, do you need some miracles to happen some way to get this football back and do some damage with it.
Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.